Hey, my intuitive friends. Elizabeth, True to It Connections, welcome in, welcome back, and welcome to the last full moon of 2025. Can you believe it? The theme of the full moons and the new moons for several months now will be the full moon at 13 degrees, the new moon at 28 degrees. Interesting. Let's talk astrology come into my life. But just keep that in mind. And if you know anything about it, see where 13 degrees is in your chart and what house. But we're going to get into a reading here about your current emotional state, how you're doing with self-care, and some self-care strategies based on nurturing during this full moon, letting go of some things, and getting ready to bring in new. If I didn't mention it, Lunar Nomad Oracle, Moonology Oracle, Black Moon Astrology Oracle. We'll pull a couple cards for each, see what you connect with. Don't overthink it. Go with your feeling. And let's begin. We'll go with card one. All right, let's see what we get. We're going to pull three cards, actually, about this. You have the house. So this is a time where you need to not only take care of things around your house, your family, spending holiday time. Some of you are really reflecting on your childhood and past holidays and things like that. Ancestral ties, connections, pulls, and triggers. So really, I would say this is definitely your emotional state. And what I love about it is this is your foundation too. So I think you're really tapped into what really is important to you, family, home, and again, those ancestral traditions and ties are really important right now. And that makes you happy. That brings you stability. That brings you, I don't know, I think some of you get triggered, but you're learning how to ground yourself. And those of you on an intuitive spiritual journey like this, you're working on that. And do see what's going on in your fourth house. Now, in terms of areas of neglect, this fox brings in a lot of quick action, having to make decisions on the fly, and some of them you may feel like they were decisions you made too quickly. You feel like you made a mistake, and I really want you to step back and just see that things happened for a reason, and what did you learn from it? I'd love to know, because for some of you too, it might have been where you've been tricked in a, a contract with a house, a contract with a person, a family situation, divorce and things like that. So you're trying to really establish what that soul connection was, what it was about, so you can maintain that structure. And also your connection to your ancestors, I think, brings you a lot of comfort right now. And in terms of self-care and things you've neglected, let's talk about people who've been two-faced to you and kind of really, it might have to be a lot in work. Okay, so you're being very competitive and having to just push through that. So that's where I would put in extra self-care and maybe take some holiday breaks if you can. At this time, that would really help. The fox is about entrepreneurs and creators, and it could be that you're overworking too, and it's messing with your family time, which is going to be important as we wrap up the end of the year. So really keep your eye on the prize, but maintain balance and definitely understand this warning that the smartest man isn't necessarily the winner. The clever man will take the glory. So be prepared, do your homework, and act on your instincts and take good care of yourself. It sounds stressful. And let's see what you can do to really implement some self-care, what needs to change. The writer, you need to understand. I know you want to take a trip, but I don't know if it's financially possible, if the time is here. But that is a break that you need. Take a little journey. And if you can't do that, understand that you're carrying a lot of weight and burden and responsibility. And I encourage you to kind of just take a deep breath and let that go and understand that you are the alchemist, the wizard. You're a bridge between lands and worlds. And you see the ancestral tie there. That may mean something to you. Her image may mean something to you. That's amazing. So tap into your guardian angels, your spirit guides. They're here to help you on a new path after this possible to see this cunning situation happened. Lastly, be on the lookout for messages coming in, a lot of information coming in with this full moon in Gemini, and opportunity. So ask yourself, what am I delivering in my life right now? Delivery is everything when you're trying to cultivate understanding and connection. And affirmations right now are powerful intentions that deliver messages to your higher self, the world, and the universe. So that'll help as you go through whatever's happened here and this new start and the new year. I dig it. I hope you do too. Let's go to 2, numerology. Current state of your emotional well-being. How are you guys doing? Happy last full moon. And look, you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. A lot of that foundational energy coming in. Tap into the ancestral messages that are close to your heart, traditions. But just know that can really help your well-being to understand your family, your loved ones are safe. If you've been through any kind of DV or medical issues or bad weather, things are turning. And new moon in Cancer can be another timing indication. And I would also say that, obviously if you are a Cancerian, this is going to resonate with you a lot. But regardless, it's really a good time to let somebody a little bit closer in. Holidays are hard. Some of us tend to isolate. Let somebody come in. There's also a message here that a new cycle is starting for your children or your child. That's very true for me. They just moved. I'm an empty nester again and again. And it's time to review your goals. Have they changed? Which is a great time on this full moon, new moon. Meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Pippa has a say here. And spending time near water will bring you peace. So that's good for your emotional well-being. And let's see what blocks and things are neglect, self-care neglect. What's going on? Adjustments are required. 3rd quarter moon. So take December to really work on your self-care, your daily routine. You guys do check out my link tree for the journal. It will help you get back on track. And as we go to the new moon in January, that make adjustments from then till now, and that'll help you quite a bit. But regardless of the time, your life may be out of balance and it's causing issues. So it's time to hatch a whole new plan that's really going to help. And understand that there is new stuff, exciting stuff around the corner. So you got to have more trust. And it's time to really release and trust. And today's the day to do it. Or when you see this, it's probably divinely guided. Not probably, it is. What am I saying? Let's find out some good steps for you to do this. You are good enough. Keep that in mind. Full moon in Virgo may mean something to you, but also full moon. As we go through these phases, never forget that you are good enough. Don't let people's judgment rule you. Say things with your chest out. Put your crown back on. It can be a little crooked. That's okay. It's another message to really find balance here between what you feel is kind of a mundane existence. It's not. There's a lot of new stuff coming in. Don't forget that. And you might be worrying too much, overly critical, especially of yourself. For some of you, you may have to apologize to someone, or you could expect an apology. And really, let's be gentler with ourselves and use more positive thoughts and talk. And remember that this is a time to really start living a healthier life, which again, let me grab it. Check out my journal I created to help you when you get off track. You need balance. You got to be a little accountable to yourself. This will really help. I love this clip too. I can tell you all about it, and the pen. And there's just really cool things in here. It's easy, it's simple, but it'll help. I think. I would love you to try it. All right, let's go to group 3. All right. Group 3, pile 3, Black Moon Astrology. Let's see what's going on with your emotional well-being right now. 5th house of creativity. 29 card. Trust your intuition. You may need to really embrace this. The clowns and the faces scare me a little bit. Don't be in denial. You may be dealing with deceit, denial around you, within you. Pay attention. This is really about connections, flirtations, romance. Not always long-lived, so be careful of that. And if that's not at all what you're looking for, which I understand, dive into the creative projects that will help your mental well-being. Sometimes we procrastinate due to fear and anxiety, and just getting going with these projects will really help ease your mind. There's a lot of high emotion, sorrow, being moody and restless with this. I feel it. But I want you to, even Secret Affairs comes to mind. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater also is coming to my mind. And rather look for clarity, go by the water, movement would help. Some of you may be going through some female issues and things like that, so don't neglect yourself in that way. Breast, abdomen. And there's some dishonesty here, so let's check on that. That could be rocking your world a little bit. And this could have to do again with children, your inner child, your mom, grandparents. Really, it deals with finding out who you are. So, group 3, you're doing a deep dive. And I think, again, keeping your hands busy, your body moving, get that anxiety out will help a lot. Now, blocks and things you may have, tens, you've hit some endings. This is a beautiful green color where I know you have done a deep dive, but you're sinking into what your heart knows you need. And many of you have put up a sacrifice for a long time, and you're not doing that anymore. And I do believe the denial is gone. You see with your intuition, your third eye, and your higher self. Your eyes are closed. You're trusting yourself more, and the dreams are vivid. And I think many of you should pay attention to them. So as you try to figure out how to nurture yourself and what you need, remember Neptune shows up when you're vulnerable and you want to escape. Um, so there's fear. It's like fight or flight. So calm that down. And you may be caught in a situation that really is unclear, And there's reasons behind it that probably don't make sense. I do think the full moon in Gemini is going to reveal this, what's being withheld from you. You're on a need to know basis right now. It's going to come out. And another thing you might find is you're having difficulties getting on the right path, right? Figuring out what to do as we wrap up this year and go into the next one and clarifying a direction. Some of you, on the other hand, are extremely tuned in right now. And tuned into your heart chakra. And again, sensing the emotions, having the visions, trust it. Because what is below the surface is now being brought out. And that's really important. Be careful of the trickery and denial. And of course, if you're looking for a relationship, this is more flirty, not long term. So that plays into your emotional well-being. And just stay true to your goals and dreams right now. Don't get lost in wanting to run away and feeling very underwater, okay? Come up for air and understand that there is some mystery here, some secret enemies, but again, the information is coming out for you. So there's an end to this. And let's see what's coming next. So you can implement this self-care and be ready to move forward. Aquarius, I know. Look at that. You guys know. You're so intuitive that tune in. I love it. Let's all drop the intuition eye emoji in the comments for me. I would love that. And don't forget to subscribe. Aquarius, I know. 23 becomes a 5. Again, the things that were going on, you thought this was a strong soul connection. Could have been a friendship, a lover, co-worker, family. You really had your heart and soul into it. But there's been some stuff that goes on, and you know that it just has to be right for you and what makes your emotional well-being strong and able to carry on. I want you to remember there's some surprises coming in. This is about the future, and you're okay being alone, so don't be afraid. And it really is about visions you're having, technology and information you're bringing into your life. Some of you are testing out bisexuality, different thinking, different patterns, and wanting to be with like-minded people, and daring to be uncommon. And you've definitely escaped denial of that, if that's what's going on with you, and also denial about the relationship. So it's relates to the star card. So I want you to really wish upon a star. It's time to make these dreams come true, but it really has to be where you're ready to take on the challenge and be different, be bold, and be truthful, because you know the endings and what awaits you is a true soul path and a connection, and that will be the best thing for your mind, body, and soul. Thank you guys for checking out this full moon self-care reading. I love you guys, and I thank you. It's an honor to read for you. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.